to Two for Classics, a classics movie review podcast. My name is Liliana.
And I'm Sam.
And this is part 2 of this week's movie. The movie is What's Up, Doc? And we're going to have Samantha discuss a little bit of the...
Samantha?
Sam.
My gosh.
We're going to have Sam tell us a little bit about part 2.
This is going to be our spoiler part. We're going to talk about the entire movie, as with all our part 2s. So there will be spoilers ahead. You have been warned.
So we hope you had watched it, but if you didn't, you're still going to be entertained.
Yes. Mistaken identity, except with a twist. The people getting mixed up are actually plaid travel bags. 2 government agents trying to steal and regain top secret plans, respectively. A wealthy heiress traveling with her many jewels. A musicologist with a bag full of rocks, literally. And a woman of chaos with only clothing and her wits. Shenanigans ensue as the bag owners collide, causing chaos and property damage. Judy Maxwell, played by Barbara Streisand, and Dr. Howard Bannister, played by Ryan O'Neal, clash in this romantic comedy, where even being in the vicinity of these characters brings disorder. It's chaos. The movie's chaos.
It is chaos, but it's funny chaos.
It is funny chaos, yes.
So, what would did you have any favorite scenes of the movie?
I don't think I had a favorite scene. I only have one critique of one scene. And I don't know if you remember it. When they're all starting to leave the hotel for various different reasons, that's when the heiress finally realizes that she's been robbed. Mm-hmm. And she comes running into the lobby, I guess in her PJ robe, right? The pink one. And she's like, I've been robbed. And she's yelling. And nobody really they pay attention to her. But she throws herself on the ground. It looks first of all, it looks very green screened. It looks weird. And then it also, there's no sense of urgency. Like, it feels like no one cares.
Well, I think that's the whole point.
But
these bags, right? There's those 4 bags that look exactly the same, mm-hmm. but they have different things. They belong to different people.
Yeah, the top secret plans, the bag of jewels, the bag of rocks, mm-hmm. and the clothing.
And to top it off, all these characters who own these bags happen to be staying on the same floor.
Yeah, they're all in the same hallway.
So just all these things happen where the bags, there's a mix-up of bags, right? Because
it's mostly just the spies and the one thief that is trying to move the bags around, and they keep mixing them up.
They keep being, like, for example, they were going to one of the rooms to take the bag, and then they hear somebody come in, and then they hide, and then the other person takes. So it's just sort of like very comedic, that there's a lot of mishaps, just people behaving in a silly manner. And then in the midst of it all, we have this romance taking place, mm-hmm. With between Judy and Dr. Howard Bannister.
But yeah, that character with that scene and then the Lurch character that's kind of standing over her looking down is very weird.
My favorite scene was at the house. So at one point,
the end.
So at one point, almost at the end, everybody ends up at one place, right? Because there's like a party there or something.
Yeah.
2 of the bags are taken over there because they think is the top secret.
Dr. Howard and Judy each have a bag because they think it's their own.
Yes.
Which it's not. One is the jewels and one is the top secret
plans. And the other 2 people have the bags because one is a thief that takes the jewels.
I think he got the clothing instead.
Yeah. And by mistake, he's got the one with the clothing.
Yeah.
So anyway, so they're at this house.
Yeah.
And there's a fight scene.
Hold on. The thief ends up with the rocks because Eunice sees him and she's like, that's Howard's rocks. Remember?
Yeah.
And then it's the spy that ended up with the clothing. And it shows up at the house.
But the reason I like that scene in that particular house is because there's a big fight there. And all the characters are involved in the fight.
Yes.
And just the way, it's like a good, I'm going to say good 3 minutes of
Just the house, yeah.
Throwing bags back and forth, throwing objects. You don't know who's fighting who.
Yeah.
It's just really funny. I really like that.
It is very entertaining.
That's one of my favorite scenes, even though the movie is extremely entertaining. And just throughout, it's like scene one, this is going to be a funny movie.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a favorite character?
I don't really have a favorite. They're all weirdos. I was rooting for Eunice, though, because she had a bad situation the entire time. That poor woman.
Eunice is Dr. Bannister's fiance.
Yeah, she didn't really do anything except go to the convention with her husband or her fiance. And her identity gets taken by this Judy person. She gets dragged through on the floor by management. Her wig gets all lopsided. She gets into a fire somehow. She ends up at the weird place with these thieves.
But this is all caused because Judy is obsessed with Eunice's fiance, which is Dr. Bannister.
She pretty much steals him.
So Judy's trying to take him away.
Yeah.
And Dr. Bannister is trying to keep Eunice from finding out because he just doesn't seem to get rid of Judy.
He doesn't really... He only tries to hide her when Judy puts him in positions, like when she's hiding in his room.
Yeah.
And in the towels because she was taking a
Because she follows him everywhere.
She broke into his room.
Yeah.
She sent her fiance away and took her place at the party. Mm-hmm. And it's just... She's pretty much trying to take her place.
But it's interesting because remember you said earlier that the whole time you feel like this, or you see that this Dr. Howard, he's trying to be loyal to Eunice.
He is. I think with the exception of the one moment of weakness when he was at his lowest, right, when they kicked him out of the hotel, he really just tried to do what was best or what was the loyalty he had to his fiance.
Yeah.
And I have to give him credit for that.
I found that refreshing, because he's, even though he might like the Judy character, like he's attracted to her, he's still trying to keep her away, like stop it. He even says a couple of times, you need to leave me alone because I have a fiance and I don't want her to get upset. I don't want her to find out. Because he still wants to move forward, with his relationship. Yeah. And this Judy character is like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I know you don't love her.
Yeah.
She's not good for you. And it's nothing against Eunice.
Yeah.
She's just obsessed with Dr. Howard Bannister.
Yeah. It's not Eunice's fault. She's a little dull and a control freak. But
she's a control freak.
Yeah. She actually is very kind of put together and orderly and things like that. The exact opposite of what Judy is.
Yeah, Judy's a mess. She's chaos.
Yeah.
She's chaos.
But I have to, it is refreshing, like you said, to see a character that is actually loyal.
Yeah.
He doesn't get with her until after he pretty much breaks it off with Eunice.
Well, no, he doesn't break it off. Eunice actually in the process finds somebody else.
Yeah, the rich guy, the one that's giving away the grant.
There's one character the one that's giving away the grant. Where the fight, remember we're talking about the fight scene?
That's his house.
And that's where I think he meets Eunice and they
end up in that car.
They end up together.
Thieves.
There's a chase.
Yeah, there's a chase.
By the way, this movie is filmed mostly in San Francisco.
Yeah.
So for people who know this, San Francisco's some streets are like...
There's some steep hills in that place. So
there's a lot of scenes where there's a car chase, right? Everybody's in a
big
car.
Car chase at the end.
It's just a whole bunch of mess happens on the streets.
Yeah.
In the process, Eunice and this other character, they kind of like fall for each other.
Yeah.
And then at one point, Eunice, like at the very end, sort of, she breaks it off with Dr. Bannister.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing because I think that then until that point, Dr. Bannister still, that's when he realizes that, okay, this is probably a best thing. Doesn't say it, but then he realizes that he wants to be with Judy.
Yeah.
Right.
And he then confesses.
But he never broke it up with her.
No.
Eunice broke it up with Dr. Bannister.
He then confesses to Judy at the very end, after all this, that he does love her in some weird way. just as a commentary, we agree that for some reason, when you see Eunice, she looks like your typical suburban, stay-home kind of mom situation with the hair, a very specific hairstyle. And then we realized later in the movie that it's a wig.
Yes.
Okay? And she has a little model, like a head model or whatever it's called, in her room where she puts her wig at night. She looks way better without it.
Yes, at one scene, because she comes out and she's not wearing the wig at one point. But then I was looking into the actress who plays Judy, and I was saying that this is Madeline Kahn. Madeline Kahn was in another movie, a very famous movie called Young Frankenstein.
That one's fun. We got to do that one.
And in that movie, she plays the Frankenstein's bride.
Frankenstein's bride.
But just she did a bunch of movies, but she was a very attractive woman.
She was pretty.
She was very pretty. But in this movie, like you said, they just make her look very homely, very even with that wig, it looks kind of ridiculous.
It's so funny.
Because she has to play this certain kind of look and this certain kind of behavior. And she doesn't make it easier for Dr. Howard either, because she's so pushy and she's so controlling. She controls every aspect of his life. And I think also Judy, which is played by the Barbara Streisand character, she notices this. Like at one point, even Judy says to Dr. Howard, "You don't want that relationship. That's not good for you."
Yeah, she tells him outright.
Yeah.
That you're lying to yourself.
You're lying to yourself. This woman is not good for you, and you're not good for her. And like, it's nothing against, Eunice. It's just that
she won in the end. She got the rich mogul who actually, paid attention to her.
Not so much because he was rich, but because I think he's just
paid
nice.
He paid attention to her.
He did.
Yeah.
He saw her for what she was,
but it doesn't.
He seemed.
It's not bad.
No, it's not a bad thing that he was rich, but he's kind of goofy too.
He was goofy too, but he was probably the most normal out of everybody.
I think he was falling for Judy at first. Remember how he kept giving her compliments, and then we realized that he actually ended up with Eunice. Just the whole thing. When the movie started, I thought, I saw the title, and then I thought, I don't know. But then the movie started, and it was like we were laughing through the entire.
We did laugh at moments. Yes, it was
moments. I was laughing through. I don't know what you're talking about, but I was laughing through the whole thing.
It was fun.
It was. Yeah, you're right. This is a fun movie to watch.
I'm just looking up something. Hold on.
What is the rating that you're giving this movie?
I just wanna make a commentary. I want to double check on something because I did see that earlier.
Well, I'm gonna continue going.
Yeah.
I give a rating. I'm gonna give a rating of. I'm gonna say a 7.
A 7.
Yeah, in the comedy, 7.
Okay.
I think it was very, very funny.
I'm not I like this movie, but it's not.
What are you gonna give it?
I'll go with you on a 7. It's a good one-time watch. It's not definitely a movie that I will watch again. I think one time is enough. But it was fun for what it was.
I would watch it again.
It's just not my kind of movie.
Because, remember, we didn't tell the audience about the scene at the hotel where there's a fire.
Oh my gosh.
There's a fire in at one point there was a fire in one of the rooms at the hotel that they're staying. Is just, I just said it was so funny. I couldn't stop laughing.
A lot of the characters end up in that scene. And I feel
like if you watch it once, you don't really catch everything that's happening.
Well, I guess you're right there.
Yeah, I think... Because at one point you have these characters are trying to put the fire out, and they're they even throw there's a wine bottle.
There's a wine bottle.
So they makes it worse.
There's a sundae that they throw
They throw ice cream at it.
It's a mess. It's a mess.
It's a mess, but it's a fun mess. And I think that in movies like that, you miss a lot if you only want to watch. You only watch it one time, I would say maybe watching it twice.
It's still a fun watch regardless.
I've watched it twice.
Well, now you've seen it twice.
And I think twice is enough, but I think you need to watch. No.
If you love comedies, this is great. But if you're
doesn't love, I don't know, one person who does not love to laugh.
I'm very picky. You know that.
about.
I like my serious comedies.
Yeah, I liked it too. Well, dry humor.
Dry humor.
Dry humor.
Yeah.
You're a Seinfeld type.
Yeah.
Okay. But still, so am I. But I think
it's fun.
We
But
laughed.
it is fun.
We laughed a lot.
Did you notice at the end when they're on the plane, the Looney Tunes that's playing on the TV, where it's a scene with Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd.
Yes.
And I think it was the one where they're in an opera, but that's where the kind of also where the title, I think, is also playing off of that, where Judy's character is a little bit like Bugs Bunny, where he's an agent of chaos, just causing problems wherever she goes.
That's true.
I'm almost sure that that's where they were going for.
The title, What's Up, Doc?
Yeah. Because you're right. That's his catchphrase.
That's true.
And they use that cartoon specifically. So I think that's what they were alluding to. If I'm not mistaken,
and then there is that one scene when because because of the whole car chase, they all get arrested, right?
They all get arrested, and the judges
they end up in court, and we find out that the judge is Judy's dad.
Yeah, it's Judy's dad.
But when we first are introduced to the judge, we notice that he takes a lot of stuff, like he has a lot of stomach problems. Oh, and then we find out maybe why. Because you imagine being the father of this person. Like, she's in and out of school. Like, she keeps changing schools because she causes so much chaos.
Oh, yeah.
And the way she does it, right? Like, she doesn't realize she's going through life just upending people's lives.
Yeah, they all try to explain it, and he's like, oh my goodness. You can see he's frustrated. And then when he points her out, he's saying, you explain it to me, because he's trying to get someone to explain it, and she uncovers her
because all the time she covers herself with a blanket.
And she's like, what is it? Hello, Daddy?
Yeah.
And like she's very meek about it. That's the first time you kind of see her very cowed, I guess.
Like she's embarrassed.
Yeah. And it all clicks for him. He's saying, oh, because I'm sure he's had to deal with this his entire life at this point.
That's what I'm saying. At the end, we find out that Judy's dad is a judge, and
we know why she's not in jail.
Well, she's not in jail because of all the stuff she's been in it. You know, she moves from school to school, like she even says it herself. I did like her character, though. As much as she causes all this chaos, I liked her character.
It is.
But I am biased because I really love Barbra Streisand. Pretty much everything she's ever been in, as far as movies, I've always liked her acting. Don't ask me about her singing. I know she's a very great singer.
She does sing in this movie. She sings. Remember when he gets kicked out and they go up to that floor and she's on the piano?
She's singing, of course, because she's a great singer, she's a great artist.
She's a very Broadway
But I love
singer.
her acting.
That her kind of voice is very play-like. You definitely could see it night after night after night because there's a difference between very modern pop or any kind of modern music and play music, right? There's a difference, and she definitely falls into that second category. Beautiful voice.
She did. You know how Lady Gaga did the movie Something Star?
A Star Is Born.
A Star Is Born. Right. Barbra Streisand did a Star Is Born, and of course, you had to sing there too. So
what do you mean a star? They both did that movie.
Barbra Streisand was not in the movie Lady Gaga. Barbra Streisand did it back in the 70s.
No, I understand that there were two versions, but
there were. Barbara's like the second or third. There's a black and white Star Is Born.
I don't know anything about that movie. Well, I guess
so. Barbara's could have been the second, I think, version of it. She's a great artist, so the movie was a hit back then too.
Okay.
So
it's a musical?
Well,
there's a lot of music.
I wouldn't say it has to be a music because it's about a person who sings.
Oh, I don't know anything about the movie.
Oh, you never watched?
No, that's why I'm very confused.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was like, what is this woman talking about? You never seen A Star Is Born?
I've never seen any version of it.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I've heard of it.
So you never watched it?
I know what it's about.
Okay, so we're going to do the classic version of it.
Okay, we'll look it
We're
up.
gonna do the classic version, and then you can decide to watch the Barbra Streisand or Lady Gaga.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
that's fine. Real quick, Hugh. I think you also mentioned you liked his character a lot.
Hugh is
The fake Russian.
there's a character in there who is he's Russian, right?
The actor's not Russian.
No, but he plays like this Russian.
Yeah, very, very fake, heavy accented.
He also studies musicology.
Yeah, he's the other one trying to get the grant. They're both up for this grant, and it's either going to be him or Dr. Bannister.
So Hugh has this fake Russian accent.
He is an American.
Him and Judy, they don't clash, but they don't like each other either.
He's from his name.
Nobody really likes him.
This character is named. This actor is named Kenneth Mars, and he was born in Chicago. Right?
It's not the same as Russia, is it?
No, he's been in a lot of. He's been voice acted. Oh my goodness, he voice acted my childhood. All of the Land Before
Childhood.
All the Land Before Time movies.
Oh, you watched every single one of them, even
yeah.
Okay. So, but he
was in Young Frankenstein too.
Did they all go over there to the other movie? Because I think there was another character from this movie that actually was in Young Frankenstein too.
What?
So I'm thinking that they probably grabbed a bunch of, because they're really good. They grabbed a bunch of these actors to say, okay, you know what, it's coming over. We're making another movie over here.
Apparently, because this man was also here too. I don't think he was in any prominent role, but I think he was definitely.
Well, Young Frankenstein was also a fantastic movie.
He was Inspector Kemp in that movie. He was the inspector.
In the Young Frankenstein movie. Anyway, so we're moving on that way.
He was a fun character to watch too.
He is. He was funny here because he tries to play such a fake Russian accent, and at the end
he flips his hair in a very funny manner.
And at the end he is like exposed.
He's a plagiarist. His whole plan.
Whole thing. We find out that he copies somebody's work, right?
Judy exposes him. Because she's smart. We find out also that she's very intelligent.
Yeah, no, she is. And so the whole time, I kind of like him because nobody in that movie likes him. Like, just the characters, not the characters like him. But he also the same. He doesn't
care about anyone.
He doesn't care about anybody. Yeah. And he's just like, I don't even know why he gets involved in the fight at one point.
Because he goes to the house also. And then he's involved in the fight there because he was invited by that guy. I
know, but why is he even fighting? Because that has nothing to do with the travel bags.
You're right. He ends up in the same... Because I think he tries to help the Grant guy and him and Eunice and that guy end up in the car together with the thieves.
I know. But that's what I'm saying. He's just there. But he's funny. He's funny. Anyway, so just everybody in this movie was funny. Everybody did a great job. I'm going to say something. And out there for the people who really love this actor, Ryan O'Neal, who plays Dr. Bannister.
What about him? Mother.
And this is just my opinion.
Oh, no.
I wasn't a big fan of Ryan O'Neal. If only he did a movie called Paper Moon, he was really good there. But like other movies, I think he was a really good actor, but maybe he wasn't given the right roles. That's what I'm going to say.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think he could have done better if he was given opportunities in different movies.
Are you sure he's in a movie
fit
called
his character?
Paper Moon?
Ryan O'Neal was in Paper Moon.
It is. You're right. 1973. 1 year later, actually.
Yeah. Anyway,
watch this movie. It's great. This is a fun family movie night movie.
Movie night movie.
Yeah, movie night movie.
Anyway,
the movie
thank you for listening to this goofy podcast, but we love it. We love doing this. We want to introduce you to these movies. Again, we always say we are not professionals, as you can clearly hear.
Yeah.
But we just love to watch these movies and tell you about them. If you can, watch them. If not,
Listen
please
to
come
us
back.
talked about them.
Please come back. Hopefully we've entertained you, or if we didn't, still come back. Anyway,
Yeah.
hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.
Bye.